Okay. There you are. There you are indeed. Settled in your life, maybe hustling, maybe back and forth, living your life to the fullest. I see that. And then we are into Koreada and our investigation of what athletics looks like, the sound bites, the sensational stories, and this is one of them. Michael Johnson, you've heard about him? I've been pounding Michael Johnson with the GST. GST is the Grand Slam track that was born by Michael Jackson. He is the mother, the father, and the custodian of the premiere and the inauguration of whatever that was, because he's not going away. The lights are being shined on the unpaid fees, unpaid prices. Athletes are speaking, I'm talking. We are still focused. We want to see these athletes paid. I'm pro athletes. I never shy away from that. I was one of those. I felt I was exploited at one point. Well, let me join the voices. Even Lord Sebastian Coe, the World Athletic President, has spoken. He is very worried about the unpaid fees by Michael Johnson and the Grand Slam track. The president has spoken from London this weekend. It's kind of got his attention. And his attention is as good as it gets, because with that comes more focus, more concern, more scrutiny. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this. I declare this channel to be the one that is going to find out. And on the day they get paid, I'll be here sharing the grand news. It won't be grand track, it'll be the grand news that finally our athletes have gotten their pay for their sweat, for their bodies that raced in Jamaica, went to Philadelphia, went to Miami. And these guys are demanding. I don't think they are even asking. Because an athlete in London spoke this weekend. Gabby spoke last week. She says, dope, pay me please. Gabby Thomas, 200 meters runner. She spoke. And I think now the voice in London by a young 400-meter runner spoke this weekend in the Diamond League. His name is Zaniel Huz. I can't say his name. If I butchered it, I don't know. But Zaniel, who is a Brit sprinter, was among the number of athletes who say they are not seeing any money. With $100,000 premise for winning each of the 4 events, as well as appearance money, some are still owed considerable sums. This is what Sebastian Coe said. It is not good. Hey, Seb, whatever, Lord Seb Coe, I've been telling you this. Listen to me, man. It is not good. And finally, you are saying something. There he goes. I'm glad he's talking. The World Athletics president said, hinting it could yet be an issue that demands the attention of the Athletics Integrity Unit, AIU. There's no point in pretending this is a satisfactory situation. Look, the one thing that World Athletics has always stood strongly behind is the athletes. The AIU was actually about athletes. So, yeah, this is not a good situation. Yeah. When did these things happen? In April, May, June, July? These athletes, you think they live off peanuts? No, they need their money. So are they coming to the concern? Is the concern being voiced out late? I guess it's never late, but the issue, guys, have been paid. Let me continue and hear what he said. He says the conduct in our sport is important for us. As we are following this closely, I've had conversation with individual athletes, athlete representatives, even meeting directors on this. He continues. Ask if they could intervene as an international federation. This is what Sebastian Coe said. Well, let's just watch this space. He also said that he had not spoken to Johnson since April. That's interesting. This is the coziness people have. Michael Johnson was a pundit at one time at BBC, so he had London connection. I suspect he, as a great athlete as he was, Seb Coe are like buddies. This is a problem. When you have these guys just in the air-conditioned environment, making good money, I don't think Sebastian Coe has had his money delayed. He's the Lord, Lord Seb Coe, they call him. You know, the Queen gave him that honor. But these guys are speaking as if this waiting is okay. I don't think Sebastian Coe or Michael Johnson has ever waited to be paid. So I don't like this coziness. I don't care for this. They sound like they are buddies. He hasn't spoken to him since April. He continues saying a lot of nonsense that I don't want to go into because this is the thing. I'm very vocal when it comes to these leaders who don't see the well-being of the athletes being paramount, being the reason why we watch athletics. We don't watch athletics because of Sebastian Coe and Michael Johnson. To me, they're relevant. It's like the other day, Trump showing up during Chelsea's presentation for winning the World Championship in whatever the other day in World Cup in soccer. These guys, to be honest with you, they are annoying. I don't think they really care. It's about them, it's their image. So Sebastian Coe is talking like a guy who's just in an air conditioning office in London, just enjoying his pension, whatever that pension is at the presidency. Because I don't like this laid back conversation. This is an urgent matter. They need to get the bottom of where is the money. We are talking about $13 million. 13, about 9 million pounds that haven't been released to these athletes. Let me continue to make sense of these people. He says we wanted Michael Johnson to be successful. Michael Johnson to be successful, the athletes to be successful. These guys' priorities are all over the place. It gets me really kind of edgy. You can tell I get when I read some of these things. And then he continues to give him a consolation statement. Oh, clearly he's facing some challenges at the moment. But in Michael Johnson's defense, it just shows how hard it is to launch new stuff. You know, those money, let's go to the fact that was money. Those money that was promised in a contract, these athletes signed it in front of these guys. So there's money somewhere. The question is, why has the money not been released to athletes? There was an organization that was put in place to organize these events, have these athletes show up, show their skills, run all these 4 races. Their money is being held somewhere. Why? That's the question. There should be fluency to this. Something should be flowing from start to the finish. And let me just read some of this nonsense. You know, this is the thing about people who are very comfortable. I like what they say. Oh, you all know the position at Grand Slam track at the moment. They've asked for a little time, a little bit of time, and everyone's going to give them that time. Well, I'm not. According to my channel here, I've been pounding on the door. Show me the money. Where is the freaking money for these athletes? They need to pay their bills. Please, the economy in the world is not favoring the waiting stuff. People have performed. They've ran their asses off. They were in Miami. They were in Jamaica. They need their money to prepare for the World Championship. That is their income. Give them money. That is just, listen, I don't see these guys seeing the urgency of this matter as much as I've been pounding on this subject of why. I think they take advantage of these athletes. They do. Think about it. When you sign a contract, it says right there that you've won. So give me my money. So, Sebastian Coe versus Michael Johnson. Buddy. But I'll still say this. The day they do release the money, I'll be here announcing it. I'll let you guys know. But GST and Michael Johnson, I want them to be exposed if they are fraudulent, if they are scandalous, if it's a Ponzi scheme, if it is anything but a legit thing. This channel will always advocate for the well-being of our athletes. They deserve better. Lord Seb Coe in the palace giving me a lot of, you know what, Tukoriada saying, show me the money now. Keep subscribing, my friend. I get excited for a good reason because you, as a subscriber, need to hear a voice in the wilderness saying, "You brood of vipers, where is my money?"